The fight over Rodgers Road involving the lieutenant governor continues. Thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Kat Villianzoni.
And I'm Darren Perrin. John Rodgers has been at odds with his hometown of Glover over a section of road that runs through his property for months.
He's suing the town, saying he owns a middle section of the road. Rodgers wants to put up gates so that it would no longer be a through road. The lieutenant governor and the town are expected to be in court later this week. And now our Laura Ullman has obtained video and documents showing that the Rodgers dispute with the town runs deeper.
Darren and Kat, I obtained this video through a public records request. It's dash cam footage from a town of Glover Greater recorded on July 8th of 2025. In the video, you see a truck driven by John Rodgers coming toward the Greater, and the vehicles make contact as Rodgers passes. It's a minor crash on a narrow dirt road. Neither Rodgers or Greater operator Scott Prey were injured, but this was not the first conflict between Rodgers and a town Greater. 2 years before the minor collision, Rodgers wrote a letter to the select board accusing Prey of swerving at him with a grater. Rodgers saw it as an attempt to, quote, crowd him off the road. Rodgers called Prey unscrupulous, and Rodgers says he had a similar encounter with Scott Prey's son, Mike Prey, who was also operating the town grater that same day. In a complaint to the select board, Rodgers says, I was as far over as I could safely get on my side of the road. Mike had 3 or 4 feet of extra road on his side, but again crowded me and just barely missed the mirror on my 10-wheeler. The select board discussed the matter at a meeting. Then select board member and now state representative Leanne Harpel sent a note to Rodgers where she wrote, somehow, we need to find a way to de-escalate the tension that exists now between you and our town employees. Harpel also wrote in an email to select board members, we now have not just 1, but 2 people who are saying that a road crew member has tried to swipe them off the road. I don't know if this is true or not, but we are at the point that we need to look into this. WCAX has confirmed those 2 people are John Rodgers and his wife, Brenda, who reported a separate incident where she felt she was targeted by a town grater. The select board ordered the Preys to write statements where they both denied that the incident ever happened. Scott Prey, responding to the allegations, said in part, I take running heavy equipment on our roadways very seriously and do it in a safe manner. The grater is a big machine and at times it does take up more than 1 lane in the road. Fast forward 2 years later to the incident in July, and John Rodgers once again meets a town grater.
Jesus Christ!
This time, the grater blade hits the back wheel of Rodgers' truck.
Just got Johnny's tire.
Despite the ongoing animosity, the exchange between Rodgers and Scott Prey is civil.
You hit it?
Twisted the rim a little, it'll bound back out.
I got it all on camera. So, well, you got hold of the select board if you like, whatever you want to do.
In Vermont, cars must yield to working vehicles, like graters, when their lights are flashing, as it appears was the case here. We wanted to know what police made of the crash and if anyone was at fault, but state police tell Channel 3 they can't share the accident report or comment because the crash is still under investigation and may result in criminal charges. Not yielding to a working vehicle is a civil violation that would result in a traffic ticket, so it's unclear what criminal charges police might be considering or against whom these charges might be brought. We reached out to John Rodgers, Scott, and Mike Prey, and Glover Select Board members all declined to comment for this story. Meanwhile, Rodgers' dispute with the town of Glover over who owns Rodgers Road continues. There is a hearing in that case on Thursday. Darren, Kat.
Laura Ullman,